to me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Out of the gun. Goff.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Off play action. Here's Goff.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
2nd down and 4.
And now the Lions going to stop this moment. Momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Dobbins.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 35. To throw is Jackson.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Edwards, touchdown, Baltimore. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient, excellent job blocking, finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here's Raymond bringing it out.
Hard running at the 15.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Goff.
That is caught by Laporta.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Going up the gut, Montgomery.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw is Goff. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Patrick Queen
in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Goff now to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They are going for it. Goff.
That is caught.
Don't worry about it, baby.
Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 56 yards. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the... Odell Beckham Jr. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 71 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st down, gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. He's got space past the 25, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Goff on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the 50, it's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jamison Williams. 50 yards. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, That was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
And when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Now this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Goff now looks to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Goff.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Second down and 8.
Now it's Jackson. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Dobbins. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Dobbins once more, and he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Following the penalty, Montgomery, and he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now it's Goff.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to go for it. It's Goff.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And